The city of Philadelphia is one of rich history and passion, and you can always count on the latter when you step inside Lincoln Financial Field. Coming up, we've got a good matchup on tap between the Kansas City Chiefs and the Philadelphia Eagles. Taken in at the 3. A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. Now the Chiefs offense, they get ready to head on the field. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. And Mahomes going to put it up right away. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. Give him 9 on the play, and they'll have a 2nd and 1 forthcoming. A good, safe pass there right off the bat.
That's almost a rhythm play. That's what we like to call it. Get them into rhythm early, something safe, something they're confident about, something they feel good. And once that's completed, then you just keep moving from there because the confidence elevates.
Meanwhile, Mahomes' throw caught by Gray. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48.
It's a gain of 10. First down, Kansas City.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. And he'll be taken down right around the 41-yard line. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. But you often say that sort of opens the playbook now, 2nd and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
And they'll keep leaning on the running game back to the ground. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39. This is 3rd and 1. Very likely 4-down territory even if they don't get it, though. Throwing now is Mahomes. He'll get this complete to Kadarius Toney. And he has another 1st down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 24-yard line. A little surprise pays off on 3rd and 1. Pass instead of run. Gets him 15 yards. Solid opening drive so far, Charles. They've moved this football into field goal range, but you know that they want to cap this off with 6 and not 3.
Absolutely. As one of the better coaches in the league always tells me, on offense, I want their body blows all game long and finish it with uppercuts. Well, here are the body blows right now. He's hoping that one uppercut will take care of the end of this drive.
A nice little screen. They get 6 on 1st down. But yet another completion here on this opening drive, and he's now perfect 4 of 4 to start. Pretty solid execution here.
And how about how everyone's handled their nerves? Because you know what it's like to start a ball game. You're so amped up and ready to go that sometimes the execution isn't there. They've been flawless so far. Well drilled, well prepared, and excited to start this game.
And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10.
A gain of 7. And a 1st down, Chiefs.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. Here's Mahomes to throw. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
Well, they certainly did a nice job there, picking him up out of the backfield and then running stride for stride with him. That's good coverage, and it led to an incompletion.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Again, they'll throw with Mahomes. And he comes back with one complete. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. And the pocket's been protected pretty good here so far on the opening drive.
We always talk about confidence in runners and catchers and quarterbacks. How about the protection detail? They're not allowing anyone near the guy throwing the football. From the gun on 3rd down, Mahomes.
To the back of the end zone, but too high. Over everybody and incomplete.
Yeah, it's still early in the game. No sense taking a chance on third down and forcing one into traffic. So I like the wise play he made there. Get it to the sideline out of bounds where no one's going to have a chance at it.
So on fourth down, Mahomes off. Harrison Butker on for the Chiefs field goal. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. Butker's kick here is good, and the Chiefs are out to a 3-0 lead. Well, after marching down the field, only getting 3 there, kind of feels like a win for the defense.
And it does. They'll go to the sideline feeling a lot better that they didn't give up a touchdown after the march against them. But if I were the offense, I wouldn't hang my head over that one. That's a good drive, and 3 points were put on the board.
After the field goal, here's Butker to kick it away. Boston Scott on the return from his end zone. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. Philadelphia getting set to take the field. Hurts and the Eagles come up here 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. They'll start this drive out on the ground. Yeah, this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
It'd be hard to say that a defense wouldn't be ready for a first down run. When you can gain that kind of yardage against a defense, it's really kind of geared to stop that play. Your confidence has to rise, and now you've actually opened up your playbook. If you want to throw the ball now for play action, you're good to go.
From the 30 on 2nd down, Hurts. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Man coverage is certainly a staple of their defense, and it's built for plays like that, forcing that incompletion.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. They'll set up a throw. Boy, that's a 5-yard loss. 4th down now.
Chris Jones on the stop. A loss of 5. It's 4th down.
On 4th down, here's Brett Kern to punt the football away. Back deep is Kadarius Toney. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. And it's fielded at the 34. So a good punt, but a solid 12-yard return. And it's Chiefs football, 1st and 10. Kansas City taking the field for their second drive. They've got a 3-0 lead and the football as they start 1st and 10. Now the Georgia Southern man. This is Jerick McKinnon. And across the midfield stripe into Eagle territory. So that run play nullified by the holding call on the tight end.
Yeah, I just think he needs to get off the ball a lot quicker and get into the block a little bit more effectively. Then he doesn't have to reach and grab and try and hold on.
So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. Mahomes now to throw. It's Kelsey on the ground. So the completion good for 6 yards, and it'll be 2nd down.
Travis Kelsey. A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd down at the 42-yard line.
Yellow. 57. Mike, 57.
Now Mahomes. And no hesitations, they go right back to Kelsey. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 41. Just a loss of a yard there, but it's not going to help. Now they face a 3rd and 14. It looked like the defense, they were ready for that one.
Really left him almost no room to work after catching the ball. He could throw every move in the book at him. They were there, and they tackle him for a loss.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack. Javon Hargrave in there to drop him for a 6-yard loss, and that will lead to 4th down. 3rd and long, you knew that he was going to throw it. He just couldn't find anybody to throw it to.
Yeah, and it shouldn't have been a surprise, but that was perfect execution of their nickel defense. That 5th defensive back, the extra defender, he really tightened up things downfield in coverage, and they were able to get to him in the pocket.
Call that a 46-yard punt, though they did get 9 back on the return. And the Eagles will have it, taking over 1st and 10. So back onto the field here come the Eagles for their 2nd drive. And the last drive, the first drive for them, not very good. 3 and out. What do they go to here?
Well, you don't look down at your play sheet and say, this is what the problem is. Let's find out who my playmakers are. Get the ball in their hands, and maybe the offense will move a little bit better.
Sometimes it's more important to get it to the right people rather than dial it. Oh, a leap, and he will make the catch. Touchdown, Philadelphia. A.J. Brown, 76 yards. And the Eagles are able to answer the early 3 points and take a first-quarter lead. Well, you know he can be explosive, and he's ultra-explosive there on the fly route.
And you know how many times we've talked to coaches and we've had quoted back to us, well, you know something? When you execute really well, it doesn't matter if they know it's coming or not. But sometimes athleticism beats you as well. He just took off and went. And that's almost like one of your turkey bowl games, isn't it? Just go long, man. I'll hit you. And it worked really well for them.
After the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. This will be fielded inside the 5. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. And Kansas City's offense now set and ready to go. And Charles, a very uninspired effort. The last time we saw them out there was a quick 3 and out, then they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Calling no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. This defense, tough to run against. And those linebackers, they'll go side to side up the field, and there they get them for no gain.
If you can't get linemen upfield to the 2nd level to occupy them, they have a field day just running to the football and putting ball carriers on the ground. Not many yards after contact when they wrap up like that.
Mahomes' throw here complete to Kelsey. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. Mahomes going to throw. Another pass into the reliable hands of Kelsey. On the move past the 40. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. A big play that time on the catch and run. 35 yards.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play. They picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
So that changes things a bit. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way down at the 35. Now here's Mahomes. Complete, the tight end Kelsey. And he'll be hauled down at about the 30-yard line.
I'm wondering if the same thing went through your mind as mine. When I see a big man like that make a catch, All I keep thinking to myself is, big man with football. Look out, everyone. He may not juke you a whole lot, right? He may not run past you because of his size. You're talking about a guy weighing in the 270 range. But, boy, once he gets his mitts on the ball, he's going to be tough to bring down.
Mahomes firing complete. And he's going to be taken down at the 28-yard line. Now it's Mahomes again. Dancing to his left. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Javon Hargrave. Now 2 sacks for him already here in this first quarter of play.
We're talking about how teams are so competitively matched, and you just want to make those plays that give you an advantage. How about right here? The difference between letting them score a touchdown versus holding them to a field goal, that's absolutely huge with the play he just made.
And you know he hated taking the loss there on third down. Butker's kick here is good, and they'll get it back within a point at 7-6. So as it turns out, that sack doesn't wind up costing them, Charles. They at least get points, get 3 of them.
Yeah, that's where your kicker can really come to your rescue, because you know after the sack there was a little consternation there. Are we out of field goal range? Are we going to be able to get 3? In this case, he stepped right up and gave them exactly what they needed.
After the field goal, here's Butker to kick it away. Fields it right around the goal line. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. The Eagles offense now gets set to head back onto the field. Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
I think what we just saw there, partner, was linebacking speed that can trump O-line power. We see that at times because he filled the gap before the offensive lineman could get to the next level and take him on.
Throwing on 2nd down. Hurts. He finds his man. Complete. That's Watkins. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. An option handoff given to Sanders. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. 12 yards is the pickup. Good for an Eagle first down. Obviously an important run to avoid the 3-and-out on your own side of the field.
Shows a lot of faith in that offensive unit, doesn't it? That you want to run the ball in that situation. Pick up the first down. Also helps out your defensive guys a little bit, too. Allows them to get at least one more series of downs in order to get some rest.
Hurts throw there, taken in by Smith. And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line.
But I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
They'll throw on first down with Hurts. He finds his man, complete. That's Watkins. From the 38, Hurts. And this one complete to Smith. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 22-yard line. That one good for 16, and the drive will continue. Hurts a handoff to Sanders. Brought down by Willie Gay. Under a minute to go, clock running, and a back-and-forth first quarter of play. Second down, back to Sanders. And he's heating up at the line of scrimmage. Might have gotten a yard down to the 16.
When a drive goes this long, you have to give a lot of credit to the guys up front, those big fellas, because the offensive line is putting something together that allows them to continue to control the ball. I know a lot of people think they get fatigued on a long drive. Actually, a lot of times the reverse happens. They actually get energized because they're controlling the ball, and they're the ones dictating to the defense.
Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. Picked off by L'Jarius Sneed. And the Chiefs are going to take possession of the football. So after the INT, here's Mahomes. Throwing the out route here, and it's complete to Kelsey. And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And it'll be second down. After one, a one-point game, 7-6. To throw again on second down, Mahomes. And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35.
That's a pretty play there coming out of the backfield, but as that back, you've got to be conscious of making sure you're securing the football. When you get out in open field, sometimes you get a little loose with it as you're trying to get up ahead of steam. Make sure you keep it close to your body because those defenders are trying to punch it free. He does a nice job there protecting the ball and picking up a first down.
On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. Short throw hauled in by Kelsey. And he's going to be taken down at the 28-yard line.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3 at the Eagles' 28-yard line.
Mahomes to throw once more. That's complete to Tony. And they're going to get this down inside the 15.
When the hitch route is run really well, that jab step off the line of scrimmage by the receiver, which is designed to back up the defender and give him a little bit of space, all you want there, get that space, catch the football, and then make a move and pick up extra yardage. And that's exactly what he got done there.
Operating from the red zone now, Mahomes. Escaping the pressure right. Got an open man. It's Valdez-Scantling. He's taken down at the 7 after a gain of 7. Second down and 3. Ball on the 7. From the gun, it's Mahomes. And that one finds the ground, breaking a string of 5 straight completions. And it brings up second down. No, third down.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. And again, it's Mahomes. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on third down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
In the red zone, precision is the watchword. If the throw's a little too early, too late, maybe off a little bit, going to be a good chance that any attempt is going to be a contested one, and that one falls incomplete.
A 24-yard attempt.
Oh, it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. Got it inside the 10. Still not a first yet. They pass up the 3, fake it. It doesn't work. And the Eagles defense able to hold.
All right, Mr. Fantasy Champion, we just saw him fake a field goal, and the kicker has the opportunity to throw a pass. He completed it, but not for a first down. Does anyone get any points for that?
No, he just gets some pride going back to the sideline saying he completed a pass as the kicker, but the big thing here is they didn't get enough for the first. And he will take this up to about the 8-yard line. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Well, it's hard to have vision as a runner and find a hole when there's nothing but defenders in your way. They stacked that one up really well. But give him credit. Instead of trying to bounce it out and turn it into a big play, which might have turned into a big loss, kind of just took his medicine there and took the 1 yard.
Hurts throw complete here to his receiver, Brown. And they work this out past the 25. He had the touchdown earlier. This one's going to get him a first down. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is, because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
Now left side, a completion to his tight end. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and that'll bring up 2nd down. Hurts sets up to throw it. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete. He was looking for Miles Sanders out of the backfield, and it's 3rd and 5.
Not sure what happened there, but he just didn't get the right read on the coverage that time. Pass wasn't where it needed to be, and that'll send them back to the drawing board.
The Eagles on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. Here's Hurts to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down.
That's a tough spot for a running back coming out of the backfield, because you know he's got to look for the football, knowing full well he's got a man coming his way, full steam, and he broke that one up.
Here's Brett Kern now to punt this one away. .47 yards on the punt that time, just 1 yard on the return. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. Able to find Gray here. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. First play of the drive, going for 14 and also going for a first down.
There are so many things to watch for when you play defense. And reading your keys, you always hear about that, and having your eyes in the right place. Sometimes your eyes can fool you. How about that play action there? And it sprang the big guy, didn't it?
Able to dump it over the top to him. Mahomes now on first down. Mahomes hit. He lost the football.
A lot of bad news on that play for them, wasn't there? Lost the football, lost a lot of yardage, but I think the good news outweighs it. Able to retain possession. That was big for them.
Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Looking to throw is Mahomes. That ball is caught. Marquez Valdez-Scantling. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down. On first down now, run with McKinnon. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. And trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
Now Mahomes throwing on second down. Screen play, McKinnon. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. The Chiefs have got the passing game rolling a bit, and another first down.
And this pass rush has really been bringing the heat and has already gotten home a few times here in the first half. So how about the play call there? Sometimes if you can't protect, you've got to fool them. Screen passes like that can take a little steam out of what's been a relentless rush so far.
Mahomes now on first down. Buying time to his left. And the ball is knocked out, but this will fortunately wind up out of bounds. Second time he's fumbled in this game. Fortunate for him, this one goes out of bounds.
And the key for him now is how much equity have you built up with your coaching staff? How much equity have you built up with your team to continue to get opportunities? Fortunate that one went out of bounds, saved him from a turnover.
They go play action. Now Mahomes. That is caught by Smith-Schuster. And he's going to be taken down right at the 10-yard line. And with that completion, he's now north of 200 yards here in the first half. Boy, a tough start for the secondary defensively.
It is, and it's got to put a dent in their confidence. And, you know, you always want to keep that up and feel like you can always bounce back after plays. But with the kind of numbers he's putting up here, it's starting to wear on them a little bit, I think. So they're looking at each other and trying to figure out what defense will work and how can they play better without getting beat deep for big passes.
And that's good for a gain of 6, and that'll make it second down.
He decided to run a hitch route. It really helps to have a guy who can turn it loose. And, boy, he rifled one in there on that one. Not much run after catch, but it worked really well.
Looking to throw again on second down. Mahomes forced out to his left. He'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a third down situation. They'll go with a touch pass here, trying to pick it up. And he's going to run into a brick wall right in the middle of the field, and I don't think he got there.
That's a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on it before he could get much out of it.
Mahomes going to go on fourth down. And he's got it. Touchdown, Chiefs. Jerick McKinnon from a yard out. And the Chiefs' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points.
I wonder if he changed anything on his play sheet or they just executed better. Because they had 2 previous drives that ended in field goals. Before this one, they finally were able to put into the end zone.
Well, whatever he did, speaking of the offensive coordinator, might be using that formula going forward. It worked there.
Yeah, it worked very well. He and his field general in pretty good sync right now. They're starting to move the ball well.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. Scott on the return out of the end zone. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. Eagles set and ready for their next offensive drive. Over on the sideline, hoping to hit that reset button between possessions. Last time out, they had to punt it away. This time hoping to finish this thing off in the end zone. Hurts and the Eagles come up here 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down. From the gun, it's Hurts. It's complete to Brown, right side. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That'll put him over 100 yards receiving now here in this first half of action. So in the second quarter, he's already up over 100 yards receiving now.
And isn't 100 the magic number for a really good game for a receiver? So he got a chance to really shatter that and have a profound effect on this game.
Up the middle they go with Sanders. And not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43.
Well, give them credit for trying, but there's no fooling the defense with that call. They were reading run, and they set up to stuff the run and then executed.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. They'll try and run right on the option. And he'll take this one up close to about the 45. He'll get 2 on the keeper, but it becomes now a 3rd down.
And if you like defensive football, focus on the defensive end on this play. He does everything exactly right. Reads the play and makes sure he spills it for a small gain.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 7. Throwing is Hurts. It's caught. Smith. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45. So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 45-yard line. Hurts. He finds his tight end, Goddard. That's complete. And they're going to get this down to about the 37. Only needing 2 yards on 2nd down. They'll go option to the short side. Fighting his way down to about the 35-yard line. He'll get 2 on the keeper, but it becomes now a 3rd down. Back to throw here. And this is caught by Watkins. And he'll be brought down with a 1st down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 23. The Eagle passing game looking good on this drive. It's a 1st down. On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far. But on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
Once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10. He'll look to throw. And that's complete to Sanders. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. The pickup goes for 13 and sets him up first and goal.
And when you're throwing the ball downfield really well like they have been on this drive, it's really a nice time to work one of the screen plays in. One of my favorite play callers in the game has always told me he starts every game with 10 to 12 screens because if he starts feeling the pressure from the defense, he uses their aggressiveness against them.
And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be second down. They'll drop to throw. And he's going to be swallowed up and taken down. Sacked back at the 5-yard line. Chris Jones, that is now 2 sacks for him here in this first half.
Second goal, last thing you need to do is get pushed backwards to take a sack. But he couldn't find anywhere to go with the football. Had to eat it and ended up on the ground.
This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on 3rd and goal? And that's going to be caught for an Eagles touchdown. Jalen Hurts finding A.J. Brown. And the Eagles are an extra point away from moving out in front in the final minute of the half. What a first half he is compiling here. He's already over 100 yards receiving and now 2 touchdowns, CD.
Brandon, you know I don't like to play the game where you start projecting when you're at a certain point. But let's face it, he's off to a tremendous start. So 200 yards, 4 touchdowns. I don't think anything's out of the question right now. He's blowing up coverages. You got to double him every snap. Otherwise, he's going to defeat you on almost every play.
After the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. The Chiefs going to go back on offense here late in this first half. And with a little under a minute to play, they may be looking to pick up some yardage here, maybe try and come up with a field goal to seize the lead before intermission. Throwing on first down is Mahomes. He'll find Smith-Schuster. That's complete. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. The Chiefs will use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. The Chiefs going to go back on offense here late in this first half. And they've got just over 50 seconds to go till halftime, so they can try to put something together if they want. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. The tight end Kelsey has it over the middle. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. First down, Mahomes. And this one caught along the sideline, but they say already out of bounds. And the throw didn't give him a chance to turn it upfield, and that brings up 2nd down.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Mahomes going to throw. That's into a crowd and intercepted. Darius Slay with a pick. And the Eagles are going to get the football here as he gets this up to the 38-yard line. On first down, Hurts. And he's taken down. Chiefs sack. It was Frank Clark that time who got in there to bring him down. It seemed like he kept going through those progressions, and I thought he might dump that underneath, but he couldn't get rid of the football in time.
And I have to wonder if he was thinking while he was back there, I wish there were a lot less progressions on this play, just someone that I can dump the ball to and get it out of my hands.
They'll throw now on the final play. Open man is Goddard, the tight end. So we've come to halftime here in Philly with the Eagles on top. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman in our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach! So the Eagles with the lead, and they're going to get this football first as the third quarter gets underway. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. Out come the Eagles now as they'll go on offense first here in the third quarter. And Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more, because I thought in the first half they didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it, but I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities, and I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
On 2nd and 7, Hurts. First target, first catch, and a first down. Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. And this will be caught by Brown. And he's going to be taken down right at the line. So he stopped for no gain. And it's second down. Now the old pass completion for no gain, not something you want to call up out of the playbook too often.
Yeah, most offensive coordinators don't have that on their play sheet, so they've got to go back and scramble after this one. But right now, with what they're telling receivers about making sure you take care of the ball in open field, sometimes the fighting for extra yardage doesn't come as a result. That and good tackling can lead to no yards gained.
Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. He's certainly been a huge factor in this one. He's got the 2 touchdowns to his credit. Now they look to him again. He picks up the first.
Yeah, I can hear everyone saying, well, why don't you cover him, double him, triple him, do what you have to do. But sometimes they get locked into such a groove and such a connection, it doesn't matter how many guys are in his area.
He certainly looks to be in that groove right now. And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield.
And good yardage there on first down, because sometimes all you need to do on the screen is get one key block. That might set your man free, and that was pretty good pursuit to the football defensively, or it could have gone for more.
Second down at 4. They'll go with the option, coming right. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 47. Chalk that up as a 4-yard loss, and now it's third down. He already has 2 sacks to his credit, now another tackle for loss.
And you know how you can always identify who was supposed to block him? They're the ones helping up the person who just got knocked to the ground with the ball, right? Whether it's a running play or a pass play, they've got to figure out a way to slow him down. Maybe you chip him with a second guy. Maybe you just out-and-out double him. Maybe you make sure you take the ball and throw it as far away from him as possible, because right now he is wrecking things for them.
Only able to gain a couple there, and it'll be fourth down.
Partner, I think that completion takes the definition of dink and dunk to a different level, doesn't it?
It does, and the defense was right there, kind of played into their hands. On is Kern, the punter, to send this one away. And that is very well done there, as this will be marked out of bounds at the 5-yard line.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. They'll start this drive out on the ground. Oh, good move at the 10. And he'll get it up a little shy of the 15. They'll spot him down at the 14-yard line. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and it'll be second and very short.
Now that's the way you want to start a drive. Talk about a tone setter as well as a playbook opener. Now if you want to take a big shot over the top, you're all positioned to do so.
On second and very short, Mahomes. It's Kelsey on the ground. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
It's a gain of 6. First down, Chiefs.
On play action, it's Mahomes. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down.
Absolutely no disguise on that one. They just went for it. Put him out there and said, go deep. Let's try and hit him. Unfortunately, to no avail.
They'll try again from the 20 on second and 10. Now here's Mahomes. Oh, he dropped it. They were looking for him in the middle third. He couldn't catch it. Now third down.
Looked like they had an opportunity for a big play across the middle, but he didn't have the concentration or the focus necessary and dropped it before he could haul it in.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a third and 10. Again, they'll throw with Mahomes. Looking underneath, and he finds McKinnon. And almost, but not quite. Needed 10. He got 9. Fourth down.
Brandon, it certainly looked like they had that play defended well, but it still almost worked. Got it to the running back. He wound up getting really good yardage out of it, but it was third and long, and they were able to rally and stop it before he could get to the marker.
On is the punter, Townsend, as he gets this one away. That's taken on the 25. It's a 42-yard punt. They keep him to just a yard on the return. And it will be Eagles football, first and 10. Here's the Philadelphia offensive unit now as they head out to take over possession. No points last time out. They were forced to punt, if you remember, but no time to dwell on that. They've still got the lead here and a chance to add to that here. First and 10 as this new drive starts. They'll throw on first down with Hurts. It's caught by Sanders. It'll be a gain of 5, and that will bring up second down.
The defense was ready for the back to leak out and even had a second player waiting to double him up. If you're going to commit to doubling a back, you better prevent a completion, but give him credit. Extra determination, extra effort, turn it into a successful play.
It's a second down run with Sanders. They got 5 through the air last play, now 5 on the ground. First and 10.
Well, they've certainly been successful throwing it around in this game, and that's allowed them to move the ball on offense. But I've got to tell you, to watch them run the football and successfully, I'm not taking sides. But to see the ball in a running back's hands, oh, that's football for me.
Back to throw now on first down. Quick slant here to Smith. And they're going to get this up to midfield. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45.
Partner just a second earlier, and they might have had him because they certainly thought they were going to close in and drop him behind the line of scrimmage, but he had just enough time to dodge the pressure, and he ends up getting yardage before being stopped.
Throwing again on second down. Hurts. This short throw caught by Goddard. And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line. They show run with 3 tight ends here on first down. They'll run with Sanders up the middle. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
They have 3 tight ends in that formation. That's almost a universal sign that they're planning to run the football. But how about the defense there? They met force with force and caused a stack up behind the line of scrimmage and threw him for a loss.
On 2nd and 11 now. Hurts, flush to his right. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down.
He's starting to fall into the category of not fair, because when he's on target throwing the ball, he's dangerous. But when you add in his ability to make plays with his feet, almost impossible.
Well, yeah, exactly. They've had trouble stopping him in the secondary. This time they've got the great coverage. Oh, he can run too. Hurts over the middle here to Brown. And the Eagles are going to have a 1st and goal as the tackle is made at about the 5.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field, and just like that, they can be set up with a 1st and goal.
They'll run with Sanders. And he will take this one in for an Eagle touchdown. Miles Sanders, a 5-yard touchdown run. And they're able to add on to their advantage. You talk about certain guys just having a nose for the end zone. He's one of them, and he was not going to be denied there.
And defensively, especially in the red zone, you've got to be able to at least slow him down and hold on for dear life. But he's able to get out of a couple of tackles there, and not enough people got there in time. Pretty poor on the defensive side of the ball.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. This fielded right at the goal line. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Now the Chiefs offense, they get ready to head on the field. The last series for them, a little disappointing, forced to punt. And now they'll try to do better here and come away with some points as they begin this drive, 1st and 10. Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their own 22. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Eagle pressure, too much this time. Down he goes. Fletcher Cox, his 2nd sack of the night.
Well, they got the lead, but it's certainly not a big one. And how do you keep control of that lead? Certainly not by that last play there. They gave up a big sack on the first play of this drive. Now it's double the distance to the 1st down marker.
Here's a handoff out of the gun. And he'll get this one up to about his 14. He'll get 3, but it leaves him with a big hole here on 3rd and very long. Not the start to the drive they were looking for. That run doesn't do much at all.
No, not at all, and it leaves them with 3rd and long. And you know, this is the time of game where these drives really, really start to matter. They've got to make some moves.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that is incomplete.
I would dare say that these guys would like to have given their defense a little bit more rest since they gave up a touchdown their last time out. But alas, my man, that's not going to happen.
Yep, they're going to have to grab those helmets, get right back out there. Here's the Chiefs punter now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Fielded at the 43. It'll be a net of only 30 here. 40-yard punt, 10 on the return. And the Eagles will have great starting field position here as they take over. Philadelphia getting set to take the field. A good balance attack for that last touchdown drive they had. Now it's time to see if they can do that again.
It really becomes a tale of two play callers, doesn't it? The offensive guy, he's in sync. Everything's working pretty well. For the defensive
What's going on the defensive side?
That's a tough one because he's prepped all week as well, and he can't get a bead on exactly what they're doing right now. What he needs is one of his big play and disrupt things.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. They'll look to throw. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And they're going to get this down to about the 37. That hold coming from the left side of the line.
Hands got caught in the cookie jar on that one, and the flag came out. Penalty against them.
They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold. Hurts sets up to throw it. It's just a gain of a couple there on the scramble, and now it's 3rd down.
So many times we talk about having good eye discipline when you're playing defense, making sure your eyes are in the proper place on a given play. Looks like that discipline came to the front there, didn't it? They were able to hold him for a short gain when he took off running.
19 Tiger, 19 Tiger.
Here's Hurts to throw. Got a man. It's Brown. And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield. Here's Brett Kern now as he's on to punt for the 4th time tonight. And there's a work of art right there. Out of bounds at the 2-yard line.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. They'll come out with a 3 tight end look on the first play of the drive. They'll start this drive out on the ground. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll bring up a 2nd and just about a few inches here.
Now that's a run that warms a play caller's heart because you're actually set up to do whatever you want on offense. You can come right back and run essentially the same play because you have momentum, or you can fake that running play and throw something deep over the top, or you now feel like you have an extra down to play with because if you go ahead and just throw it and you don't get it, come back and try and pick it up on 3rd down.
7 yards there at a 1st down.
A gain of 7 and the 1st down on the Chiefs.
Now Mahomes. Now they go screen. It's complete. A good gain of 9 before he's brought down at the 28.
Good call there on 1st down. And, Brandon, I'm getting better over the years of not screaming out, screen, screen, screen with my defensive training. They want to keep those pass rushers honest, and they did so there, and they wind up picking up positive yardage.
They'll come up now on 2nd and a yard. Hands it off out of the gun. And that's going to be a Chiefs 1st down as he's got this up to about the 34-yard line.
Well, you know they had a 3rd down play on standby just in case, but he says no need with that carry. Runs like that will continually earn him more work in this and future contests.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Straight ahead they go with McKinnon. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, that's what their job is, and really a lot of the time they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold him to no gain.
Now left side on the swing pass. 5 yards, now it's 3rd and 5. A little tough on the secondary there, in zone defensively. Quarterback had time to survey and find a spot.
And if you want to change things up and put a little more pressure on him, you can go to man coverage. Everyone matches up and send more pressure. But you can also do it out of zone coverage if you're worried about what's going to happen on your back end. Send someone else, drop someone else out of the line. The old zone blitz could come into play to try and get that pressure on the quarterback.
The Chiefs on 3rd down. Not so hot. 2 for 9 to this point. This will be 3rd and 5. Throwing now is Mahomes. Complete, the tight end Kelsey. And he will have a Chiefs first down. They needed 5 there on 3rd down. He winds up getting 7.
This possession means so much for them. They've got to focus on this drive and find a way to make this a one-possession game.
Yes.
Got to get a score.
Yeah, so good with a field goal. Don't necessarily need a touchdown. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. One back in the backfield. He'll get the carry. And across the midfield stripe into Eagle territory. 46 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
Okay, he didn't break that one all the way, but you got to know that he feels like he's right on the verge, and that's probably exactly what he's telling them in the huddle right now.
8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. From the gun, they will run with McKinnon. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play, and now they're faced with a 3rd and 1. Out on the edge, you love to have cornerbacks like that can bring them down in the run game.
And you're also exposed to everyone. It really becomes a one-on-one play, doesn't it? You're out there by yourself on the edge. The best ones know how to make the play, and we just saw an example of it right there.
Mahomes to throw on 3rd and 1. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
As soon as he leaked out and began his route, someone on the defensive side broke with him and arrived just in time to separate him from another reception.
Here we go on 4th down. And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. They only got a couple, but a couple's all that they needed as they convert on 4th. At first glance, I actually wasn't sure that he got it, but he ended up getting it by about a full yard.
He certainly did, but it took a little effort, didn't it? Took some nice push, a little crease inside, and some determined running to make sure that he got the first down.
On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. Finding Kelsey once again. And they'll work this down inside the 30.
And after that completion, you can understand why so many teams in the league are emphasizing speed on defense at every position. The tight ends have created so many tough matchups now. If you can't run with a tight end as a linebacker, this is going to be the result every time.
Mahomes now on 1st down. Screen play, McKinnon. And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
Well, partner, they've used him quite well out of the backfield in this one. And here's another nice example. They set up the screen, and he's able to pick his way downfield for a nice gain there.
1st and goal, a touchdown and a 2-point conversion here are musts. Handoff, it's McKinnon. And he gets him a little bit closer. He takes it from the 6 inside the 5 to the 4.
Well, the spotlight hit him once already tonight as he got into the end zone. He was trying to make it a double spotlight, wasn't he?
But credit the defense, bottling him up, not letting him get in for the second score there. 2nd and goal from inside the 5. To throw, it's Mahomes. And that is caught for the touchdown, Kansas City. Juju Smith-Schuster on the touchdown pass from Patrick Mahomes. And the Chiefs go coast to coast and finish the drive off with 6 points. So part one of what they needed is done. They get in the end zone. Now you have to imagine we'll see a try for 2.
And that's what the book says, but defensively, they can't hang their head right here. They still got a chance to come out with the lead if they make a play.
And he's got it. The conversion good, and we are tied in the 4th. Still time to work with on the clock, but they wanted the tie now, and they got it.
And I love their aggressiveness. Go ahead and get it done, get the game tied. Now your team has the momentum, and you're staring across the field saying, let's see if you can match us.
A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. Scott on the return out of the end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. The Eagles offense back out onto the field. Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this 4th quarter to try to grab that lead back. Hurts and the Eagles come up here 1st and 10 at their own 26. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Oh, now he's stripped. He lost the football, and it's picked up by the Chiefs. And they are going to take over right there at the 22-yard line. McKinnon now going to try the left side. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down. Orlando Brown, the former Raven, the guilty party. The Chiefs offense set to go. The fumble recovery certainly has put them in the driver's seat. 1st and 10, all tied here in the 4th. Looking to throw is Mahomes. He finds McKinnon, complete. And he'll be taken down at about the 22-yard line.
A gain of 7 brings up 2nd down at the 22-yard line.
To throw again on 2nd down. Mahomes. And this is going to be intercepted. He's at the 50, 30, 20, 10, 5, and he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Eagles defense gets a pick-6 TD. In a tie game 4th quarter, that's about as big of a defensive play as you can possibly make.
And it didn't happen by accident. That was scouting right there. They've seen things that have happened before. They knew in certain situations the type of plays they like to run, read it, and were able to go after the football, get it, and take it into the end zone for a touchdown for themselves.
Elliott good on the extra point, and they will take a 7-point lead. So they throw the pick-6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This will be fielded inside the 5. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. The Chiefs offense now making their way back onto the field. And can they regroup? That's the question. The pick six hurt, no doubt, but this is still a one-score game here in the fourth. Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10, just shy of the 30. After the pick six, they go right back to the air. And Mahomes misfires again, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Avonte Maddox. And the Eagles are going to take possession of the football. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Sanders here as they run out of the gun. He'll be marked down at the 26 with a gain of 7.
Well, that's a pretty good drive starter right there. And I don't know, partner, if you're even thinking about sitting on the ball right now. They may just want to run their regular offense.
In plus territory. And as an offensive coordinator, you don't want your team to go into a shell, do you?
No, you really don't, because as soon as you take your foot off the gas, it's real hard to put it back on and mash it, because once everyone's emotions come down, hard to start them up again. So I think he may want to keep them cranking high right here.
And he'll be marked down right at the 20-yard line.
We often talk about understanding the playbook, understanding progressions, and understanding what the defense is doing. We saw all of that on that play. Great recognition and understood where his running back was going to be. Found a way to have him leak out underneath, hit him with the football, and they picked up the first down.
Hurts gets this to Sanders, and he is out of bounds. Looks like right at the 15. So give them 5 yards there on the pitch and catch, and that's going to bring up 2nd down.
It appears they found something that's working, and they keep going back to it. I guess you can actually say he has the hot hands now, doesn't he?
Yeah, well, it's one thing to hit your guy out of the backfield once, hit him a couple times. Yeah, you're right. Maybe they're onto something.
And I think a lot of that is simply, if you get it to him in space, more times than not, he's going to get more yardage than you expect out of each play.
And the Eagles are going to have a 1st and goal as he'll be taken down at the 7-yard line. So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. On the draw, here's Sanders. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. He'll get 2 out of that run, and it's going to bring up a 2nd and goal. Be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
As the offensive play caller, that may change your sequence now. Instead of coming right back with a running play, you may have to go to the air.
Once again with Sanders. And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5.
I have to laugh a little bit because he actually handed it off. I thought with the 2 touchdown passes he's thrown in this one already, he'd go ahead and fling and try and get a 3rd one.
Yeah, now from this spot on 3rd down, I think he'd probably throw it here.
Yeah, I don't think there's any question about it. They won't even send in a running play here, I don't believe. I think they go ahead and try and throw it for a touchdown.
And Goddard's got it. Touchdown, Eagles. A 5-yard touchdown catch. And the Eagles have opened up a 2-touchdown lead here in this 4th quarter. No surprise there. 3rd and goal down here. That's where they're going to look for their tight end.
Yeah, you want that big guy running his routes because it doesn't matter who they covered him with. If it's another big guy, he might use his bulk against him. If it's a shorter defender, he might go over the top. Either way, you tend to find a little bit of a mismatch in that area.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he won't quite make it to the 25. Now down the Chiefs offensive unit ready to do battle again. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a first down. You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
Mahomes now on first down. And this a leaping effort, but it's knocked away and incomplete. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some Dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their last drive. Meanwhile, Mahomes' throw caught by Tony. Yeah, he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. Now it's Mahomes again. Over the middle into traffic, and that's complete. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. But Charles, they're trying to protect this lead late. Those are the types of mistakes they could afford to go without.
About the last thing you want to give them is help in completing a comeback, which is exactly what that penalty does.
So now factoring in the face mask, here's 1st and 10. Mahomes now to throw. And this is going to be incomplete. Not sure what happened out there, but it looked like the timing was a little off on that throw.
Well, you know I'm a defender, so what am I going to say?
Great defense.
Darn right. They did something to disrupt that timing.
They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. Here's Mahomes to throw. And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40. Fletcher Cox bringing the pressure yet again. That's his 3rd sack here tonight.
My man, it's been a rough night for that offensive line, and it's only getting rougher. 5 sacks now that they've given up in this contest so far. It feels like the witching hour out here, doesn't it?
Okay, stupid question. What's the witching hour?
Yeah, the witching hour. That's when everything goes haywire late at night.
Open man, Smith-Schuster, it's complete. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 20-yard line. Able to convert on 3rd and 14, a terrific play call. And in a 2-score game, obviously, every play, every 3rd down, like we saw there, magnified, big pickup.
It was a huge pickup. What they really want, though, is to not even get to 3rd down. They've got to maximize time and conserve as much as possible.
Operating from the red zone now, Mahomes. Able to find Gray here. And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here.
Well, they were unable to make anything really big out of that, but it's not a bad idea to find your tight end and give him an easy completion and keep moving things forward. Almost as bread and butter as a good running back dive play.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Mahomes. Wide open receiver complete. And he's brought down. That catch puts him over 70 yards receiving now as he's got a first down. Now, correct me if I'm wrong. You're down 2 scores. I don't think you need to rush just yet, but you can't take your time either.
Yeah, even if you don't want to commit to full 2-minute offense, you have to up the tempo, up the urgency. Maybe you're starting to call 2 plays in a huddle each time you snap the ball.
And he is in. Touchdown, Kansas City. It's a 1-yard touchdown run, and the Chiefs have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th. Everybody in the stadium knew what they were going to do right there, CD. 3 tight ends on the field, all that extra bulk, and they run it in.
And you saw where that one went, right? You run it over your best blocker. I can just see the head coach right now. I want to run this one over the big boy. And they got it done.
Extra point by Butker is on target. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. Scott on the reach. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result had he opted for the touchback. The Eagles just about set to go to work on offense. They're holding on right now to that slim advantage in a one-score game, and you hear a lot about 2-minute offense and 4-minute offense. Obviously, the 4-minute offense applies here. How do they run that effectively?
Yeah, really what the 4-minute offense is you're just trying to grind the clock. So you want consistent gains, steady gains. Doesn't have to be big plays, but it has to be plays that gets first downs and keeps the ball away from your opponent.
But certainly throwing the ball is in the mix here.
It certainly is. Just make sure that you're careful with it. And again, get those first downs, keep possession of the football.
That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially.
Oh, a lot of credit to the play caller here. He saw the design in his mind and implemented it. A little zone stretcher here because they started the tight end on the left side of the formation and sent him on a crossing route. And this works really well when you can find that space between levels, and they were able to do so for good yardage.
And Hurts able to show off some of that elusiveness as he slides to the ground there, and in the process picks up the first down. That's back-to-back plays of over 20 yards.
It's getting cold in here, partner, because it looks like he's trying to ice this one away. Yeah, I know, bad dad joke, but what the heck, right? Scrambling for that first. After the D blanketed his receivers, that's a backbreaker for the defense. They finished this drive off with 6, and this one could be over.
Now he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. Able to stay in bounds, and the clock keeps rolling. And this defense right now backed up in the red zone. Another touchdown, it's over. They've got to stand tall quickly.
Been in this spot before. Now there's a little bit of desperation creeping in, and all you're doing when you're talking to your defensive teammates is first guy there, hold him up. Second, third guy in, rake at the football. Get it out. We've got to create a turnover because one more score, and this game's over.
And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. 7 yards on the pickup there, and now they've got it first and goal.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call a timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get in behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Ready? 70 Timberwolves.
And they'll try the option on first and goal. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on second and goal. Now Sanders. And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5. Now a second timeout called for by the defense. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this fourth quarter of play. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, third and goal. Hurts. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Jalen Hurts, a 5-yard touchdown run. And the Eagles have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. They were looking to pass the ball there, but they forgot to account for the man with the football.
Yeah, I can hear people right now saying, well, why don't you have a spy in your defense, someone who will dance with him and go where he goes? Well, oftentimes if you utilize a spy, you've taken away someone in coverage as well. And oftentimes the spy, not as athletic as the guy he's trying to keep up with, so he gets defeated anyway.
And he turns 3rd and goal into a touchdown. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. Taken in at the 3. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. Here comes Mahomes and the Chiefs. Down by 2 touchdowns. Just over 1:40 to play. How will this thing pan out? We'll watch as they come up on 1st down. Mahomes. That's going to be caught by Tony. At this stage, this drive's got to be touchdown or bust because you need 2 of them.
And if I'm the offensive play caller, I'm not just looking at my dagger plays downfield. I'm looking at some of my specials, something that can fool them and give you a big play now.
With a sense of urgency.
No doubt.
The Chiefs will try and get to the line quickly. Here's Mahomes. Steps away. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. They'll wind up losing 10 on the sack, and it'll lead to a 3rd and long.
Remember, throughout my career here, defensive coaches always say, guys, you've got to earn the right to rush the passer. Well, they put themselves in a great spot with this big lead, and they know they've got to throw the ball.
These pass rushers have to be salivating. It is pin your ears back time indeed. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
That means it's just one last chance left, and this has to be a 1st down or a touchdown, or this game's over.
Now Mahomes got to have this one. He's got his man, Valdez-Scantling. They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a 1st down. On the defensive side of the ball, that's the definition of frustrated. You get them to 4th down, and then you allow a chunk play like that in the passing game.
Almost felt as if that play was drawn up in the dirt on the sideline. They pulled that from a game plan that wasn't this game, and they still made it work.
And now all eyes shift over to the Chiefs. Trailing in this one now. 20 seconds to go. They need 2 scores, but a great starting spot here on 1st and goal. Mahomes. Under pressure now, and he's going to go down just inside the 5-yard line. Linval Joseph breaking free and dropping it. As this defense walks off the field, they can do so with their heads held high. What a performance by the offense, too. I mean, really, Charles, just complete domination on both sides of the football here in this one.
Certainly was, and I think both sides compete against each other all the time. You go at each other in practice, obviously your training camps, your off-season, but on game day, you both want to show your best, and I think that's what we saw from both the offense and the defense, a complete team victory.
That'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our hardworking crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, find us on Twitter at EA Madden NFL. The Eagles are winners here as we say so long from